Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Jays Without Podcast. I'm your host Jaden. Today we're going to be talking about the Minnesota Vikings and how they are screwed right now after their big injury loss to their rookie quarterback. Before we get into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button on the right corner of your screen. Check us out here on YouTube and also follow our socials on TikTok and X and Instagram. Jays Without Pod. You can find us right there. And make sure you turn on post notifications, stay up to date on everything, college, NFL, all that good stuff as we inch closer and closer to the start of the regular season. Guys, I'm excited. I know y'all are too. So make sure you make sure you guys turn those post notifications on and follow us on all the socials and stuff so you know when we post and all that good stuff. And also make sure if you haven't already, guys, I'm an author, as most of you on this channel already know, but to my new subscribers out there, new members of the Jays Without family, I am an author and I have written 5 books now. But my most recent series, the Soldier series, is available on Amazon. I would love for you guys to purchase those books. I'll put links to all 3 books of the series in the description below. Would really appreciate if you guys would check that out and purchase a copy. They're really fun reads, I promise you. It's very exciting. So make sure you do me a favor and check that out, okay? Before let's go ahead and get started. So, like I said, the Vikings right now are in a very tough position. They just lost their rookie quarterback, JJ Mccarthy, to a torn meniscus. He is going to be he's undergoing surgery or has already undergone it. Yeah, I believe he already underwent surgery, so he's going to be out for the whole season, for his whole rookie season. It's very unfortunate. I know I haven't been the nicest to JJ on the show before, and I never would wish injury or anything like that on a player ever, because that's just completely wrong and devilish. But I hope he gets better. I hope he bounces back, and I hope he has a great season in the 2025 season, and I know he will. Very talented player, very raw, talented player, I think, of course, he wasn't in line to start this year for Minnesota. I believe that over Darnold, and it would have been a great chance for him to showcase what he can do, and just go out there and try to lead Minnesota as far as he could. But he won't get the chance to do that. So more likely than not, Sam Darnold will be getting the starting nod at quarterback, and that's not good because the Vikings. And it sucks too because they just paid Justin Jefferson, and now it's like Darnold just started quarterback, and So that being said, it's going to be some tough sledding for Minnesota going to the 2024 season. But they did make some great additions in the offseason defensively, picking up guys like Blake Cashman from the Texans, picking up what's his name? Some more guys defensively they picked up, great additions. Jonathan Grenard as well. They made a lot of good moves in offseason to help that defense out, which was an area of need. Offensively, like I say, Jordan Addison, hopefully he'll be able to play this year, and then Justin Jefferson, of course, and to see how the running back situation is going to look for them. I believe that, they're going to have to get that solidified for sure. But, yeah, just all across the board, it doesn't look good this season. So this generally might be a season where Minnesota is just going to have to it's going to be a rebuilding year. Well, I don't say rebuilding, more so just just a year where they're just going to have to see. Go out there and play and just see how these rookies, how these pieces fit, on this roster. Because clearly you're not going to be contending for anything, this season. So you're just not going to, and the way the NFC North is now, how good it is with the Packers emerging, I already did a video on them. So make sure you check that out with my boy Miles here on the channel, Jason Down. And we all and know the Lions are going to be really good unless they have a historic fall off, which I think is very unlikely to happen. So we got the Lions, you got the Packers, and the Bears. Made me surprise people. I feel like they're going to have a Texans-like year. Like they're going to You got the rookie quarterback that's gonna come in, light it up, like maybe not on the same level that CJ Stroud did, because he was just very, very just impressive his rookie season. But somewhere on that level and lead this team to a playoff appearance, to a wild card. Maybe a divisional game. Okay, maybe not the divisional, but to a wild card game for sure. I believe the Bears can definitely do that. So all that being said, that just further pushes the Vikings down the pecking order, and you lose your slated starting quarterback for the season. You're done. Like JJ McCarthy's not he's not going to play, and Minnesota's in a very tough situation right now. Because they don't have a quarterback. Sam Darnold, but so we'll see how that goes for them. But yeah, very tough blow, man. Very tough blow to Minnesota. Also, just the injuries, man. The injuries, just are tough, man, to deal with. And they've been. When you're a team that you have high hopes for your season and you get hit with that injury bug, it's a very tough thing to deal with. A lot of teams have dealt with it recently. The 49ers dealing with it a couple of years ago, very hard. But we'll see how that goes. Next up here in our news, in our segment here on Jay Smith Down in this episode, we're talking about Matthew Judon going to the Atlanta Falcons. He was traded there yesterday for a third-round pick from the Patriots. I thought this was a good move for both sides. Judon just turned 32 today, so happy birthday to Matthew Judon. This is a guy who's played for the Ravens and the Patriots, of course. He is a very talented pass rusher, had 15 and a half sacks in 2022, only played 4 games in 2020-23. Don't know why I said 2020 like twice. But in 2023, he had 4 sacks in 4 games. And because he was hurt, with I believe was a thumb injury a lot last year. So he missed a good portion of the season. But when he's healthy, he's a very productive edge rusher. And that's exactly what Atlanta needs right now. And I think he would fit very well into Raheem Morris's defensive scheme. And, he's a veteran, been played for winning coaches, played for Bill Belichick, John Harbaugh. He knows how to work and come in and can help teach these younger guys. So I think it's a good move, in Atlanta. More likely not going to extend him a little bit. So now I'm looking to see if they bring in Justin Simmons. He came on a visit yesterday to Atlanta. So hopefully they can sign him to a contract. I mean, look, you guys look, a safety duo of Jesse Bates and Justin Simmons, Matt Judon on the edge, along with Grady Jarrett in the interior. I like an AJ Terrell corner. Like I like the Falcons defense. Last year they were much better than what they've been previously. That they lost Ryan Nielsen to the Jaguars. So new defense coordinator Jimmy Lake. Interested to see how he's going to shape the team, shape this side of the football, and hopefully get the best out of his guys. And I think he's going to do that. And bringing in Matthew Judon is a huge help, like I said. So we'll see how he does for the team. It'll be very interesting. Because to win in this league, you got to have a pass rush. You have to have a consistent pass rush to win in today's NFL. It is very important. If you don't, you're not going to win. You got to have a pass rush. Defensively, you got to have a pass rush, because you got to get after these quarterbacks because all these teams are passing the football. This is a passing league now. So, you have to be able to stop that. You have to, and it helps your corners when you're able to get home because they don't have to cover for so long, right? So that's the main thing there. So good move by Atlanta, and for New England, you get a third-round pick out of it. I mean, some people say Judon isn't even worth that, but he's, like I said, this is a guy, like I said, had 15 and a half sacks in 2022. That's very good. And he is a guy that knows how to get after the quarterback. So, win-win for both sides. So we'll see how that works out for Atlanta in this coming season. Other than that, guys, that's really all I want to come on the show and talk about today. Like I said, other housekeeping things. Colin Kaepernick's trying to come back into the NFL. I don't even know if that's a news headline. It's like he says that every year. But Jim Harbaugh apparently offered him a coaching job with the Chargers. So that's interesting, right? So I don't know. I think we're at the point now where Kaepernick, at this point, man, he should just try to play in the UFL because that just seems like the most feasible option for him right now. as far as him wanting to pick up a football, because the NFL, we all know how that goes, and what the whole situation with that. Which we're not getting into politics on my podcast. I don't do that here. So you can go somewhere else if you want that. But here we talk football, talk sports, football. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check us out here on Jace for Down on YouTube, and hit that like and share. And comment your thoughts below. What do you guys think of the Matthew Judon trade for the Patriots in Atlanta? And how will the Vikings fare without the rookie quarterback, JJ McCarthy, this year? Are they going to end up with a top draft pick this year, or are they going to just be average, or bottom feeders in the NFC? Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time on the show.